Hi LEGO fans! My continuing quest to own every LEGO Ninjago movie set continues. This is another one of the latest wave of Ninjago movie sets that was released in December 2017. So today, I'm going to unbox, speed build, and review set number 70629 Piranha Attack with 217 pieces. This is one of the smaller Ninjago movie sets and comes with a price tag of $20. But that includes an impressive 4 minifigures. We've got Misako in her Iron Dragon costume, Kai, a Shark Army thug, and Ray. As you can see from the box art, this is definitely Misako. Everybody thinks this character is called Koko, and everybody does call her Koko, but her real name is Misako. This is not the first time we've seen a Piranha Mech. There was actually a miniature prototype version in the Garmadon's Volcano layer set. Yes kids, now LEGO are promoting their own toys inside their own toys. This is not going to be as impressive as some of the other mechs we've built recently, and I'm not totally convinced it looks like a piranha, but hopefully it'll look much better when we get this thing built. Also in this set we've got the traditional Japanese rickshaw, which is being chased by the piranha. Before we rip this open and destroy the box forever, let's flip it over and take a look at the art on the back. Speaking of destroying the box, the Amazon ninja who delivered this did a pretty good job himself. Obviously we've got a limited part count here, so this isn't going to do a crazy amount of stuff. But we do have some flick missiles, the Piranha Mech has a cockpit that opens up so we can seat a minifigure inside, and Ray has a removable hat so we can lose it and give it back to him. With that all said, it's not an expensive set, and with the 4 minifigures included, it does look good value for money. But we need to confirm that, so let's get this box open and see what we've got inside. Here's everything that came inside the box. We've got 2 numbered bags of LEGO, a 74-page instruction manual in this interesting booklet format, and of course the dreaded sticker sheet. It's time to get down to some serious building action, so I'm going to go ahead and put this together, and today it's going to be a 25-second speed build. And here's a completed build. This took me 24 minutes to put together and wasn't too challenging. First impressions are very good. I really like the Piranha Mech, and the only disappointment for me is the Misako minifigure, but I'll come to that later. This is going to be a short but comprehensive review, and we're going to start out with the Piranha Mech. From the box art, I wasn't very convinced this looked like a piranha, but it does look a little bit more piranha-like up close. I really like those dome-shaped eyes, and the teeth do give it quite a menacing appearance. The Piranha Mech's legs are quite simple and don't offer a great amount of articulation, but they do give it a stable platform to stand on, and you can adjust the angle at which the feet stand. Here's a view from the side, and as you can see, those are mostly fixed pieces, with the only articulation being the pivot at the top of the leg. Hanging underneath the mech, we have some weaponry in the shape of 2 flick missiles, and if you were paying close attention to my last video, you may notice that the flick missiles are the same design as they were building it in Garmadon's Volcano layer. These are very simple to operate, and you can shoot them just by pressing on the back of the missile. They don't go very far, but they're a fun addition to the Piranha Mech. The weapons arm also moves up and down, and we've got this additional bomb here which we can simply detach. At the rear of the mech we've got a pair of rocket boosters which allow for a little bit of movement here so you can customise the appearance of the mech. The front of the Piranha Mech looks very cool, and I really like the overbite here with the teeth sticking out at the front. It's also really interesting, we've got this single stud just here, just like there's a barnacle or some other parasite stuck to the outside of the Piranha Mech. The mouth is hinged, and if we hold on to the legs we can actually pivot back the top jaw to reveal the cockpit. Inside you'll find some simple controls and enough space for a single minifigure to sit and pilot the mech. It should also be possible to close the mech with the minifigure still inside, and that works very nicely. At the very top we've got this thing that looks a little bit like a periscope, but I think it's actually a searchlight. It also reminds me of the light that hangs above the head of an anglerfish. So this is a great looking mini mech. We're going to move on to the rickshaw, but before we do, let's take a quick look at that Shark Army Thug minifigure. This is the Shark Army Thug. Nothing new or exclusive here. We've definitely seen him before, but he is a nice print. I really like that torso piece with the vest on there. You can see his arms exposed, and he's got all of this metallic printing on the front with all the buckles and zippers. That printing continues onto the pants, and we've got some more printing on the back there. Now he wears his standard Shark Army issue beanie hat, and he's got this rather mean looking expression with the eye patch. He's also got these black gloves on, so definitely not an exclusive in this set, but that is the Shark Army Thug. Here's the rickshaw. This is a great looking little build, and it's quite unusual in that we've got those very large wheels. In fact, the last time I think I saw those was in the Lone Ranger's stagecoach. Certainly that's the last build I got with those large wheels in. The other design feature I really like is the roof of the rickshaw, and no amount of stickering can hide the fact this is actually made from 2 car hood elements. The only real criticism of this build would be that the handles don't pivot, so when you put them in the hands of a minifigure, the actual seat in which the passenger would sit is slightly angled down towards the street. The rear of the rickshaw is built onto a hinge part, so you can actually pivot this whole thing all the way back. I don't think that serves any useful purpose apart from attaching the back of the rickshaw to the rest of the body, but yeah, I just thought that was interesting to show you. Not a lot of decoration on the back of the rickshaw, but you can see those very nice lantern elements. You can also see that LEGO have added a clear slider element in there just to hold it together and give it a little bit more strength. You can see the same thing again on the back of the footrest, which just goes to hold that part of the build together. So this is a simple but well constructed and decorative rickshaw, which should add some dimension to the play value of the set and has some cool elements. I really like those wheels, I like the lantern elements, and I like the hood pieces from the car. This is Ray the rickshaw operator, and I believe he's the only exclusive minifigure in this set. He's very nicely printed with this traditional Japanese peasant's outfit on there. I really like the way the shirt continues down onto the pants, and we've got a little bit of printing on the front there for the sandals. Now that expression is amazing, I really like that. And I think that's the reaction to being chased by the Piranha Mech. If we flip him over, no printing on the back of the pants and just a little bit of detailing there on the shirt where it's tucked in. And he's got this great conical hat, very similar to the one Master Wu wears, slightly different colour scheme. We've definitely seen that colour scheme before. And that's Ray, our rickshaw driver. This is Kai the Red Ninja. Nothing new or exclusive here, but he's a great minifigure to get in a $20 set. In particular because he's got this shoulder piece here, which has a built-in double katana holder on his back. I really like that element, that is so cool. On the front, we've got the red ninja uniform, little bit of printing on the pants, and then the printing on the front there with a little bit of gold accenting at the collar line. I've got this great, very determined expression, and that hairpiece is fantastic. I really like that. I also like the way there's a little gap in the hair there, so you can see the band-aid above his eyebrow. If we take that off, you can actually see on the other side we've got the post-battle smile there, and that's a very much nicer expression. But this is a very cool Kai minifigure. And finally, oh boy did I save the best for last. This is Misako, aka Koko, in her Iron Dragon costume. Now everything about this minifigure is fantastic. The printing, the elements, the hairpiece, except we've got a face only a mother could love. I mean, that is hideously printed. This is the second one of these I've got. I've seen these in a set before, and printing a minifigure face on a black blank does not go. So I'm going to perform some surgery and make this about 1,000,000 times better. So there we go, that's Misako's head from the collectible minifigure series. And doesn't that look a lot better? I mean, just look at it. The printing is all washed out. It's awful. It's terrible. What were you thinking, LEGO? So let's imagine that didn't happen and take a look at this fantastic Misako in Iron Dragon costume. As you can see here, we've got some great metallic printing on the front. We've got this dress piece that hangs down here. She's got a bow and arrow, and then this fantastic custom quiver piece here with the arrows in the back and these epaulets hanging down. And then she's topped off with this dual molded hairpiece, this kind of metallic band around the edge. That is just so fantastic. And if only they'd have given us Misako's normal face, it would have been perfect. So that was set number 70629, Piranha Attack from the LEGO Ninjago movie. It's not the biggest or most impressive set in the Ninjago movie range, but for the $20 price tag, I think this is great value for money. I just wish LEGO would fix that Misako minifigure. I hope you enjoyed this unboxing, speed build and review video. If you did, please don't forget to hit the like button and feel free to say what you think in the comments below. I release 2 new LEGO review videos every single week, so don't forget to subscribe for more awesome LEGO content. My name's Jeremy Herbert, thanks so much for joining us today, and we'll see you on the next build video.